gardener. I'm outside first thing in the morning. We had a little bit of a freeze last night, a little mild. So now I'm getting back to work in my garden over here. So what I did was, on my ground cover in my watermelon and grapevine area, I had my culvert pipes last year up against the fence. They did great with veggies, but they were in the way. My muscadines grew down, the plants grew up and all that. So I moved them out into the center and I zigzagged them like this. So I got room to maneuver around them all, take the cart on both sides and harvest my vegetables and stuff like that. So what I'm doing this morning is I'm going to go ahead, add a little bit of chips on the bottom, just a little bit, fresh chips. Then I'm going to do it all the way on up with horse manure, except for the top portion of it. And then over there I got some pure topsoil, and I'll do maybe the top 4 or 5, maybe 6 inches with that. And then I'll put chips on top of it, and then I'm going to plant my plants. So let me get going. Okay, so the reason for the chips in the bottom like that is so when I put the composted horse manure in, a little bit don't come out the bottom. The chips will keep it in. So there's a little reason why I do that. Just wanted to tell you. Okay, so now that I have the bottoms lined with chips, I'm taking the manure and I'm filling it up, leaving a little bit of space on top. So I hand shovel it onto the cart back there, transport it, and I got it in here. And since I want it to be neat and I don't want to shovel hard, I want it to stay in there. I have to do a little bit at a time and set it in like this. So it's slow going, but when I shovel it in, this is what it looks like. So I'm putting the manure up to here, and then from here to about there is going to be topsoil. That way I can sow my seeds directly in the topsoil, stop weeds from coming up, and the roots will go through the topsoil into the horse manure, and they'll be happy plants. So I have a whole row to do. One cart does 5 pots. I think there's 24 pots. So let me get to work. Okay, so I have all those pots filled up except for the top half. Now over here I have pure topsoil. I got this pile about a year ago, maybe a little longer, and I've been turning it over and turning it over. Somebody dug out a pool, and the pool company went ahead and gave me all the sod. And the sod company, when they planted the sod, it was in really good topsoil. So that's like pure. So what I'm doing over here, is I'm wheelbarrowing the topsoil over here. And then this is pure horse manure that's composted. And I'm going to fill up the top half with just pure topsoil. Then I'll put a piece of cardboard or something over it so weeds don't grow out. But then over here, when this is in the pot, I could just go like this and plant seeds directly into the dirt, because the seeds grow better and sprout better in pure topsoil than they do directly into the horse manure. The horse manure, the seeds will come up, but so will a lot of weeds. So this is going to prevent it. Even although a lot of plants that I'm going to plant are going to be from inside the house, some of them are going to be from seeds. So let me go ahead and shovel this into each one of these pots, and I'll be back at you. Okay, So I'm glad it's a little cool out and overcast. Feels comfortable to work in, but it's real windy. So I had to put some stuff on the corners to keep them from blowing over until I could get the mulch on the corners, which is not going to be today. So this is what it all looks like. I went ahead and filled them up really nicely with the topsoil. I zigzagged them so I could walk through them, and there's enough space on both sides so I could go ahead and bring the cart in here. So they're going to be easy to water, they're going to be easy to harvest, and they'll be easy to clean up. And that's what they look like. And the rest of my garden over there and the ground cover, I got some stuff on it so it don't blow up until I can put some mulch up over the corners. So this is what it looks like. I got my grapevines right up here, and these are going to be vegetables up and down in here. And this is my grapevine over here. This is going to be all watermelons, and that's going to be all watermelons. I guess I'm so tired I forgot to fill one up. So let me get a little bit more topsoil.